Photographs of breathtaking landscapes and natural sceneries seldom need to be edited or retouched since they are already beautiful images. And even if you have to edit or add something to these photos, you won't really have to put in a lot of time or effort to enhance the image. However, many photographers still prefer to use Photoshop even if their landscape photos are already amazing. They choose to add some additional designs or details or enhance the images they took using this versatile software. Photographers can certainly make any beautiful landscape photos more astonishing if they know how to use Photoshop properly and correctly. To make sure that you will be using Photoshop correctly when editing landscape photos, you need to follow some basic tips. Below are some of these basic Photoshop editing tips you can follow. Always study each picture first. Don't immediately erase any flaws you see on the photo you took. Study the image carefully first. Take into consideration how the original photo looks in order to understand its potentials. Make mental notes of which details should stay and which ones will be deleted. You also have to identify which area of the image which you will use as the main focal point that will hold your audience's attention and what you will have to do to highlight it. Once the direction you want to take becomes clearer, you can then proceed with your revisions. Crop your image. Unfortunately, the crop tool is one of the most underutilized tools in Photoshop. However, keep in mind that just because you took the photo, it doesn't mean that everything in it has to stay. When you crop the photo, you can bring the viewer's attention to the focal point of the image. Edit the picture before eliminating the flaws. Almost all pictures have to be adjusted with either curves or brightness and contrast in Photoshop. When you make these adjustments, you provide a newfound intensity to the photo, making it go from dull to full of life. After making these adjustments, you can zero in on the flaws and remove or correct them by using the right tools. Lastly, don't go overboard with airbrushing the photo. When you airbrush a photo, try to keep it as natural as possible because overtly processed photos are always obvious to any viewer. You can use the stamp tool to cover a wide range of edits, including the removal of stray images. The stamp tool permits you to paint over flaws by sourcing nearby areas, creating a continuous transition from what was once there to what is now gone.